Hey everyone, what's up? This is the first video, so I want to thank all of you guys for watching. I am the Madman, here to help you guys with problems, young men. So first of all, I just wanted to say, man, this is my first video, and the reason I started this channel is because I've been hurt in the past. I've been through a lot. Not saying that I'm perfect or anything, or I'm not going through anything right now, but you know, it's tough out there being a man, right? It's like you feel like all the odds are stacked against you and there's nothing really you can do to combat, and it sucks. So a couple of years back, I was, let's just say I was going through a really hard time. This was back in university, and I think it was 2021 or 2022. It was my second year of university, and it was a really tough time. First of all, I was having relationship issues. So I met this nice girl. She was really cute. We started talking, and I even remember this was like we had like a lab. We'll call her Daisy for now. Or not Daisy, that's a weird name. We'll call her let's call her Taina. Okay, so at this lab I saw this girl named Taina. She's pretty hot. Not gonna lie, I wanted to, you know what we want to do when we see a girl, but I saw her in the lab. I'm like, yo, she is kind of cute. So then there was like this instance where we were supposed to pick up partners, right? Like we had to work in pairs. And you know what my ass did? You could guess. I sat beside Taina. Taina was a hyena, bro. She was bad. Everything was just popping. Man, that was crazy. But yeah, I still remember as if it was yesterday. But yeah, we met at the lab, and I started talking to her, right? I didn't expect anything. I was shivering a little bit because this was in second year university, man. What do you expect from a second year university kid, right? So I was like, yo, what's up? I think I've seen you, because I have seen her actually, because this was in second year university, right? I'm not from a really big university, so sorry if I take too many pauses, but I'm just driving right now. But yeah, we had like a small university, so you know, a lot of people knew each other. We kept seeing familiar faces around. And I saw her a lot of times, and I'm like, hey, have I seen you around this part of campus? She was like, yeah, I think I've seen you too. And I'm like, hey, how's the class going? She's like, oh my God, the professor is such a B word. And, you know, we started talking about the class, about the current labs. And, you know, I just came back home and I was like, wow, she's a cute girl. Like, I wanna be in a relationship with her. You know, that's obviously every younger guy's dream. They want to be in a relationship with any girl they find. But then we used to meet every week, so this is like a Friday thing. We had a lab every Friday around I think 9 a.m. It was super early. And I remember we were talking, right? We were from the same city too, right? Our university was, you know, a couple cities away. We were from the same city. We were like the same ethnicity. And we just, you know, made a connection based off that, right? I mean, we're similar in this and this. You know, we just made a connection. And I felt like she liked me. It was so obvious. She was, you know, getting closer to me. Like, obviously not in that way, right? But like, I would say like more, like slightly closer than how you would be with a friend. If you're like, you know, 3 feet away from a friend, she was around 2 feet away from me, right? So it was close, but it wasn't like, anything too obvious close. And she was just talking and talking. I remember she kept talking and talking and talking. It was hard to keep up with her, honestly, because I'm not too much of a talker. I'm more of a listener. So I guess that was perfect, because she felt like she was heard and I was listening to her at all times. And we just started vibing. We started like talking more. We started texting a lot. She was sending me a lot of text, and it was just crazy to the point. She was sending me voice notes, and I was like, yo, no girl has ever sent me a voice note. What's up with that? Because I didn't talk to many girls. Not saying that I wasn't attractive or anything, but I just wasn't putting myself out there back then. So this was like all new to me. So we were texting back and forth, sometimes even up to like midnight, 11, not even 11, like up to like 3 a.m. She used to send me like random TikToks. And it got to the point where I didn't have a ride back then, right? I was a broke college kid. So she knew I didn't have any means of transportation, so she wanted to drive. She wanted to take me with her, which is kind of weird, because it's a man being dropped off by a woman. But I didn't really care, because it's fine. She's gonna drop me off. She might even give me something else, you feel me? Something might come out of it. And let's just say I didn't get the cues, right? Because just like I said, I was new to all this. I did not pick up any of the cues. I wasn't really aware of how someone would act like if they're in a relationship. I mean, I knew she was nice to me. I knew something was up, but I didn't want to risk anything, by I didn't want to say anything flirty or anything like that, because I thought that would just ruin the whole dynamic. And we were in the same lab, right? So we had to see each other for the whole semester, and it would be really awkward if I asked her out and she says no. So I just waited, right? I waited. I took my sweet old time to the end of the semester, after exams. When all those exams were over, I finally did what I never thought I'd do. I asked her out. Yeah, so I asked her. She told me it was her birthday, like right after exams. So I'm like, yo, let's do something for your birthday. It's gonna be a good time. We can, go for some like sushi or something. I didn't get any reply. It was like, it's been like a couple of days and nothing. It was just like dead silent. And she was usually the girl that replied like within 20 minutes. So I was a little bit like, grabbing my collar. What's going on? Is anything the matter? And then a day later, she texted me something strange, saying, "That sounds fun, but I don't think I can on Friday." And I'm like, what do you mean? I was watching Coach Carter during that day, right? I was all in the mood of just, I was in the mood of just waiting for that message. As soon as the movie Coach Carter ends, I'll go check my phone, and then I'll see some reply, and then I see that. I'm like, I kept my cool, right? I gave the benefit of the doubt. She might be busy. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. How about we do something next week or the week after? And she was like, my mom won't let me. And I'm like, what do you mean your mom won't let you? She is old enough to leave the house. She is old enough to drive to uni. What do you mean your mom won't let you? I mean, if you like a guy, it's obvious you would try your hardest just to see that person. then I'm like, yeah, man, she does not like me anymore. I think she did like me at the moment, but not anymore. So, oh shit, there's a police officer. Whatever, I'm not doing anything wrong, but yeah, she was, okay, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so basically, okay, then I just stopped texting her. That's what I did. I stopped texting her, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. What else? What am I gonna do? What can I do? There's nothing I can do, because if she really liked me, she would have just like rescheduled everything, but she chose not to. So I was like, okay, you know, I'll just leave it. And then a month later, she texted me. She was like, because she knew I was like a smart kid, right? I was getting good grades in school. She's like, hey, can you tutor me? And I'm like, yeah, fine, let's do it. You know, because I didn't have anything else to do during that time. And you know, I wasn't really social, so I thought, why not just hang out with her and just, you know, practice my social skills. And then as I was tutoring her, we just kind of vibed a little bit more. And then I said this to her. I'm like, yo, you know, I thought we really hit it off. You know, I had the guts at that time, because I didn't give a shit at that time. I didn't give a flying fuck, if I'm gonna be honest. I just straight up said, you know, I thought we would be perfect for each other. I know it's late, but you know, what else could I have done? And she was like, you know what? I really wanted you to ask me out. And I'm like, you did? When? She was like, during that month, I was really hoping you were asking me out. I kept thinking about it. I am like, what? No fucking way. I mean, it was pretty obvious, but I'm like, yo, I sold the bag. And I swear, this was like the biggest heartbreak I had. Which is kind of funny, because a lot of people have heartbreaks when, you know, they break up with their ex or something like that. But, you know, this just hurt me on another level. It's like I kept thinking what could have been has not happened. So, you know, I was just, that's when everything started to fall apart. You see, the point of this video was to tell you how nothing goes the way it should. My grades started slipping. I had problems concentrating in class, right? Because, you know, my mind wasn't there. My mind was somewhere completely different. I had family issues, right? So, I don't know, just people in our family did not get along during that time. Broke too. I had no money in the bank. No nothing. All I had was my clothes, my computer, iPhone, whatever basic stuff you guys talk about, clothes, you know, toothbrush, that's all I had on me. And it was a tough time. But what I want to tell you guys is that it's just temporary. Don't think this is gonna be your life forever. I know a lot of you feel like nothing is going your way. You feel like it just never, the sun never comes out. But let me tell you this, after every thunderstorm comes a rainbow. Dark days are not permanent. Let me give you an example. We recently had a crash for a company called CrowdStrike, right? And look, it's recovering now. Obviously, it's not back to, you know, the very top peak it was at. It's starting to recover. It's starting to go back up. And then we have NBA players. Remember Kevin Durant? He was injured so badly, like in the Golden State game, and then he got back up, right? Now he's in like Team USA, just scoring buckets. This video might be uploaded late, so disregard, that. But the point I'm trying to make is it happens to everyone. If you guys are going through a tough time, just relax, just thug it out, feel it, and then question yourself, why am I in this position? Is it my luck? Is it just something that, is happening right now? Or is it something that I'd done in the past that caused me feeling like this now? Because when I tell you about the breakup example, not the breakup, but the heartbreak example, it was my fault in the past, right? Because I didn't hit on the girl. This was my fault for not telling her I wanted to put a baby inside her. So I had to suffer. No one else had to suffer. I did. Why was I broke? Because I didn't have a job. I didn't have a business. I didn't have anything going for me. Why were my grades slipping? Because I wasn't studying. So then, everything just suddenly, that light bulb analogy, everything just becomes so clear to you. So then I just realized, right? I just realized that it's so hard to drive and talk at the same time, but I just realized that in the future, going forward, I need to stop making these mistakes that I clearly did to sabotage myself. The only person that I got sabotaged by was myself. You see, so there's some things you can't control, right? Obviously, after that, I couldn't find another girl for a very long time. I couldn't, even though I tried my best to get my grades up, they weren't, at the level I wanted them to be. And I didn't have all the money, like, I didn't make enough money that would keep me satisfied, right? But that's just a bad era. Sometimes bad things they just all happen at once. Think of it like a butterfly effect. One bad thing, like that girl breaking up with me, caused me to not focus in school because I was too, fucked up from inside. And not focusing on school obviously meant I couldn't have went to go get a job. And if I didn't get a job, what girl would want to talk to me? Because I need money to socialize, right? Whether it be clubs, parties, or, any other club, or like, I don't know, sports, whatever. So it's just how you carry yourself out. So my main point with this is, boys, don't make mistakes. Don't try to make mistakes, at least. If it happens, address it early. If there's a girl you're talking to right now and you're not hitting on her, you came to the right video. Please go. Make your intentions clear. If you're not getting the grades you want, you still have time. Go to school, go to class. Don't miss classes. Focus on everything that needs to be done. You can think about your relationships, your family, your Halloween party, whatever the fuck you care about in the back burner of your head. You can think about that after. Focus on what should be done. If you want to work out, focus on that. Don't think about stressful things while you're pushing your weights. Focus on your muscles, squeeze your biceps when you're doing your curls. That's the main thing, just focus on the moment. My friend tells me that a lot of times. And now I'm starting to focus on things. Yeah, things are not where I want them to be right now, but we're getting there. It's gonna take some time. So guys, what I want you to do is just please, you know, share this video with all your friends and families. And you know, this is a new clan. We're gonna call this the Mad Clan. Yeah, I hope this video finds well. If you have a friend struggling, you know what to do. And I will talk to you guys later. I don't even look at the camera over there. I keep looking here at the record button because it's in my car, right? And I think that, yeah, like I'm not even looking at the camera because I thought this camera side, right, that's on my left, I thought it was on the right. So my bad if I wasn't looking at you guys this whole time. But you know, the videos will only get better. I mean, the videos will only get better. See, I'm looking at the camera now. But take care, guys, and I will upload this now.